everyone. Welcome into the Wildcat Center. I am Kyle Poland here to bring you Johnson & Wales women's basketball action. It is a rematch Sunday here today. Thank you so much for joining us here for the game. Yesterday, it was a great game as it went right down to the wire with a three-pointer at the buzzer just rattling out for the Wildcats as they dropped it 77-74 to the Dickinson State Blue Hawks. Durkin had 26 points in the loss. She was 6 of 7 from beyond the arc in that game. Was really on fire, was the senior guard, keeping her team in it. However, there's something that has really plagued this Wildcat team the entire season. They were out-rebounded 32-15 in that game. So they came into that game with a minus 10.2 rebound, being out-rebounded by their opponents. Something that, of course, they will be looking to improve upon today. Some positives came out of that game. They did force 22 turnovers compared to just committing 14. Really keeps them in the game and really talks about the kind of pace that they want to play at. They want to play at that beat, fast pace where they are getting out in transition, getting open threes. They, of course, play a very fun style of basketball, playing almost 4 point guards out there. Will spread the floor, look for their mismatch, try to get into the lane, and try to kick 4 open threes. Need to get a little more production off their bench. That's going to be our key to the game today, as they had a 17-8 advantage in bench points, did the Blue Hawks of Dickinson State. And they have 2 explosive players there, Tamika Manning and Shirley, coming off the bench. They were very explosive against Colorado College and really were the difference in that game, giving the teams a big lift at different points in that game. We are just a minute away from getting these introductions ready to go. So just a player to keep an eye out for the Blue Hawks. And, of course, we welcome anyone from Dickinson State watching as they had to travel here to Denver. Mariah Durant had 17 points, along with 17 points from Jess Bygate. But the huge player, I think, who really made the difference, Yana Nadeau, had 12 points off the bench for this Blue Hawks team. So we are going to take a quick break here for the national anthem. We will come back, get you the starting lineups as well as the tip-off here for the first half. Don't go anywhere. You are watching Johnson & Wales basketball action here on Ustream. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good afternoon. Welcome to Johnson & Wales University and the Wildcat Center women's basketball this afternoon. The Dickinson State University Blue Hawks against your Johnson & Wales Wildcats. Johnson & Wales University and the NAIA would like to take this opportunity to encourage you to help everyone enjoy today's game by being a true champion of character. By displaying respect and good sportsmanship, you can help us create a positive environment for the teams and the fans. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem. She's a major in baking and pastry, as well as food service management. From Burleson, Texas, Ruthie Wilson.
Or the river
this time, let's meet the
All right, welcome back here as we are getting ready to get the starting lineups ready. First for the Blue Hawks, Lorna Shepard, the 5'9" freshman guard from Australia, starts off. Then number 21, Mariah Duran. We talked about her 5'5" junior out of Murray, Utah. Number 22, Ashley Jelly, 5'6", senior guard from Sheridan, Wyoming. And number 34, Jess Bygate, there for the team. She is their 6'1" forward from New Zealand. Then rounding it out is the other forward, 5'11", Janae Moore from Sydney, Montana. Those two, Bygate and Moore, really dominated on the glass yesterday. Moore finishing with 9 rebounds for the team. Now for the Wildcats, number 1, Samantha Neal. She had 7 assists yesterday. Very slick in transition with really no look off the hip passes. Very smooth in transition with her. Number 3, Amanda Weber out there. A great defender, really very feisty inside. Number 15, Caitlin Durkin, the senior. We talked about her, had 26 points yesterday, 6 of 7 from beyond the arc. Hopefully she can continue that hot shooting. Senior out of Littleton. Then number 22, Alex Courtney, 6'1" forward out of Wolf Point, Montana. She is going to have to be huge in there today for the Wildcats to avoid that huge rebounding deficit that we saw yesterday in that 3-point loss. Finally rounding it out, Kristen Ward, the 5'7" sophomore out of Thornton, Colorado. She's huge for this team. Her length really big. A lot of times they'll go to a 1-3-1 kind of trapping zone, and her length really can bother the other team's point guards. So we'll be interesting to see what kind of defense Coach Neal comes out here. On the tip, Dickinson State gets it right back to their point guard, Duran. Comes out in the man-to-man. It is a 2-3 zone here for Johnson and Wales. No, looks like they are going man-to-man, Dickinson State gets to the high post. Neal cuts that off well. Enter it into the post. Immediately double team. Kicked out and shot blocked by Courtney inside. She gets it right out to Durkin. Durkin coming the other way in a hurry. Up to Ward. Ward on the layup. Beautiful pass and beautiful fluid motion for the first points of the game for Kristen Ward. 2-0. Of course, Ward earlier this season had 47 points in a game. A very explosive player indeed. Now ball kicked out. Open 3 for Jelly. She misses that, and that hits off the top, but a good box out inside by Courtney. She had the box out there and would have gotten the rebound regardless. So good start here for the Wildcats, making them take 2 jumper and blocking the shot inside. 19 minutes left to go, 2-0. Neal right off the bat gets stuck though, kicks out to Ward. Ward off the dribble. She'll kick to the corner. Weber, it's inside. She'll go up, misses that over the length inside of Bygate. Ball comes up now in a hurry. Shepard with it. Tried to pass inside, and Ward almost stole that one as she was trying to find more inside. Now into Bygate. Bygate turns high hook. Can't get that to go. Offensive rebound there by Moore. Gets it to Bygate. Now swings. Long 3. Can't get that to go. And the ball loose, and Neal going to get it. Coming the other way, have some numbers if they want it. And we have a reset as the officials having a little bit of confusion, looks like, over the shot clock, making sure that that resets. So it will be Wildcat ball. Unfortunate, though, they did have a 5-on-3 there with the hustle. That is the advantage of having the type of team that the Wildcats do have. It can be tough for players like Bygate and Moore to get back in transition with this team and find those shooters. Got it all figured out now, though. 18:24 left to go. Shot clock is reset. Ball comes to Neal. Here we go. We have the 2-3 zone. Ward takes the quick 3. Can't get that to go. Rebounded down by the Blue Hawks. Coming the other way in transition. That's to Moore. Moore. They're going to call Neal on the block inside. Moore taking it strong to the basket. Thought she might have got away with some steps, but the block is called first, calling the travel. 18:06 left to go. Taking the ball out here on the near side baseline. Up top. Now over to Shepard. Shepard back to Jelly. They'll get this offense going. Of course, really want to pound it inside now. As Wales showing them a bit of zone. They get it into Moore, and Moore's wide open underneath. And she gets the first bucket of the game for the Blue Hawks, 2-2. Into Ward in the corner. Ward looking to drive on Moore, and she'll get that to go up and in. As Ward, she is absolutely a very long player as she scores the first 4 points of the game here for the Wildcats. She has that long swooping layup, very fluid motion when she has it going. Shepard thought about the three, gets switched off on her. Dickinson on Jelly. Back out to Jelly. Jelly looking to take it, good job cutting her off. Kicks out to Shepard, and Shepard drills the three. Nothing but net. So now a 5-4 game. Blue Hawks out in front. 17:05 left to go. First lead of the game for the Blue Hawks. As we see some action on their bench as their super sub Nadeau comes in. Weber looking to answer with a three. Can do that. Misses it. And Ward almost was opportunistic. Got in there. But coming the other way is Duran. She'll get it inside, early post up, and Neal takes the foul inside. That is going to be 2 on Neal as she reached in downs, and we will see if Coach Jeff Neal is going to trust Samantha out there with those two. We see no action on the bench right now. 16:44 left to go at the line. She will knock that one down. Will Bygate her first point of the game. Nadeau comes in and Jelly goes off. Bygate takes that one, knocks that one in, and now she will be subbed out as Jenna Cabello comes on for Dickinson State. Of course, they want to make sure that they are keeping their big players inside fresh against this pace that the Wildcats want to set. Up 7-4, Neal fakes the three. Now gets it off. Ward almost had it taken away. Courtney gets it, though. Courtney now out to Ward. Ward over to Weber. Now Durkin has it. Durkin driving in with the layup. Can't get that to fall. And the rebound pulled down by Cabello. No second chance points thus far here for the Wildcats. Now Durant gets it. They'll swing it around. Nadeau has it. Over to Shepard. Shepard looking to make a move inside. And a beautiful, tough left-handed layup there by Shepard. 5 early points for her. Now Ward goes inside. She'll kick it out. And the layup comes in. Can't get that to go. Almost an over-the-back foul afterwards, running down that rebound. But coming the other way in a hurry. And a beautiful bounce pass over to Cabello. And Coach Neal wants a timeout right now. 11-4, 15:41 left to go. And right now, they just cannot quite knock down some layups. They've done a good job getting inside, but it seems like maybe the length of the Hawks bothering them inside, making them really think twice about some of these layups that they would normally have no problem making. But right now, the coach will stay with his starting 5 out there still. 15:41 left to go. 11-4, 2 team fouls here on the Wildcats. Wildcats with the ball, though. Just a quick 30-second timeout there by Coach Neal, trying to refocus his team, stop the momentum of the Hawks. Neal bringing it up towards this near sideline. She gets a screen from Courtney. Now kicks out to Ward. Ward uncontested, and she has all 6 of the points here. 11-6, 5-point game now. Ward doing a great job on that second penetration. She'll pump fake that 3 and then go right by, and that is how she has really gotten all 6 of her points. Coming the other way now, need a stop. Shepard with it. They've switched Ward onto her, maybe get a little more length on her. Ward, a great defender. Up top, Durant. Now to Shepard. 5 on the shot clock. Shepard kicks it. And that 3 is off the mark by Nadeau. Coming the other way, Neal has it. Into Ward, beautiful pass. She can't finish that layup. That was the easiest one she has had all game. Another great feed from Durkin inside, looking for her second assist of the game, but just could not finish it. There, can't leave points on the basket like that. As good pressure out there by Weber, bothering the point guard a little bit there. Shepard now on the travel on her jump stop, trying to kick it out to Bygate, but called for the travel. Now Courtney Shirley, we talked about the need for the bench production for the Wildcats. Got outscored 17-8 yesterday, and Shirley, a very explosive player and a very experienced player as a senior here, really can have a steadying effect on this team. She gets the ball, brings it up. Now, backdoor, Ward with the runner, can't get that to go. Nadeau clears the ball, and coming the other way are the Hawks. Gets that inside to Bygate. Bygate kicks. Now Jelly for three. Airballed that. Courtney has it. Out to Neal. Neal coming the other way. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Ward has it. Now kicks out. And the first three of the game is off for Durkin. But a great look there for Durkin. Good job by Ward driving and kicking as two more subs getting ready to come in. Kernine among them, a very scrappy defensive player inside. And there, an easy post entry into Bygate, and she just turns around and shoots right over Courtney. But coming the other way are the Wildcats, and Durkin gets her first two of the game. Cannot stop playing defense. Just because you've scored, they will take it right out of the basket and run it down 13-8 after that quick exchange. Still a 5-point game, 13-15 left to go. Jelly with it up top for the Blue Hawks. Over to Nadeau, Shirley on her. Shirley doing a great job pressuring her. Over to Bygate. Now to Jelly. And the jumper off the mark from Cabello from the free throw line. Courtney with another big rebound. Shirley off to Ward. Ward cut off on the baseline. Going to bring that back out to Neal. Neal trying to drive, and Neal just threw that away as she was trying to no-look it into Courtney, but could not do that as Kaylee Wisroth comes in for Courtney. It's going to be a big drop-off in size there as Wisroth, she is only 5'8", so all the more important to make sure that you are really getting position inside. Now Neal going to have to try to guard Cabello on defense. Jelly with Kernine all over her. Gets it over to Nadeau. Now to Jelly. Good pressure. Doing a good job not letting them look and try to find those easy post entries. Tamika Manning also entered the game here for the Wildcats. She's on defense. And they're a blatant travel, and the referees get that. Good job by Kernine really pressuring Lazina Manitou as the Wildcats come the other way. 5-point game still. Shirley out to Manning. Manning has the mismatch on the size. There, Kernine in the corner. That's where Wildcats have to take advantage of their speed. Shirley spinning inside. Out to Neal. 5 on the shot clock. Neal fouled there as she drove in on the reach. A silly foul there. The first of the game for the Blue Hawks. As Manatu picks up the foul there, inexperienced, and she will, no, they will take out Cabello, bringing in a little bit more of a agile player out there, so they don't have quite the mismatch out there on Manning. Shirley, now on the dribble handoff to Manning. Manning drives in, and she tried to dump that off to Wisroth. Her pass was picked off. Jelly coming the other way. Manning reached in on her, gets back to Manatu. Now, Neal outside on defense. They get the post entry to Bygate. She quickly gets it out to Jelly. She wasn't too deep. Now Moore has it. Over to Bygate. Bygate on the jumper. Can't get that. Wisroth does a good job coming to the ball, pulling it down. Over to Manning. To Kernine. Manning with it outside. Manning for three. Can't get that to go. And that is pulled down by Nadeau. Nadeau coming the other way on the dribble. She's cut off. They'll start setting up that offense. Bygate shakes off the post entry. Now she just wants to get a little deeper position. Wisroth doing a good job fighting her down low. Kernine, good job denying the post. Pass two more. Now Bygate gets it deep. Has to take the tough hook. Can't get it. And Neal gets the rebound. coming the other way for Johnson Wales. Both teams in a bit of a slump, still 13-8. Neal drives the whole way, puts the layup in, up and in as Withroth hit the floor. Had that inside position on Bygate. Bygate might have got away with a little bit of a forearm there, trying to get back in position. 10:35 left to go, 13-8. Blue Hawks in the lead. Nadeau trying to get some space from Shirley. Now she gets it up top. Now into Bygate. Bygate had position on Withroth, turns back inside and shoots it right over the help there. When she gets it that deep and has that much time to work before the double team gets there, going to be tough to stop Bygate right there. As Shirley gets it off to Neal. Neal driving in, can't get the layup to go. That's a free layup right there. I think she was surprised that the help didn't come over. Now Caitlin Durkin comes in. Neal going to take a break. 10-11 left to go. She goes to the bench with 2 fouls. And also Dickinson State going to have some subs coming back in. Lorna Shepard and Mariah Duran coming back in. They're starting backcourt, getting back involved. Also number 5, Dwayne Daigle, seeing her first action, the junior out of Twin Bridges, Montana. So Shepard inbounds ball to Duran. 10 minutes left to go, halfway done in this first half. 5-point advantage, been hovering around there almost the entire time for Dickinson State here this first 10 minutes. On the drive, Daigle loses the ball and out of bounds. Tough situation there as Daigle had to come right in and try to make a play, hold off the bench as Manning goes out, Ward comes in, Courtney coming in, and Withroth takes a seat. Courtney not used to seeing this many minutes against some teams like Colorado College, but with her size against this team, they really need her out there for her post defense. Shirley with it, picks up her dribble, gets it. Now on the drive, kicked out. Kernine drives it in off to Courtney. Beautiful pass. She misses that, and Bygate gets the rebound. Good pass by Kernine there, though. As now the open 3-4 Daigle. She's not shy. Trying to take 2 shots right off the bench, and she's short on that 3. Kernine coming the other way, looking to attack. She puts that up. Wild shot. A little out of control there from Kernine. Cleared the other way. 9:15 left to go. Duran inside to Bygate. Bygate good hands on that one. Then tried to hit a cutting Janae Moore inside, and good hustle there by Ward, cutting that off, making it difficult to make that pass, and that one goes out of bounds. 9:05 left to go now. Shirley crosses the timeline. Shirley been picking her dribble up a little too early for my liking, and there she goes inside, uses her power, and gets the foul call inside. Just did a good job using her body on the spin. No help came, and she just went up right through the arm of Duran. That's Duran's first second team foul on the Blue Hawks. Both teams with just 2 fouls. Been a pretty open first half. Both teams really trying to get the early offense. As she goes to the line and makes her first bucket. Neal comes in. Kernine comes off. So now it is our starters for the Wildcats plus Shirley out there instead of Weber. Shirley at the line. And that one in and out. And good hustle, but cannot save it. Good job by Neal putting pressure on Moore's back and forced Moore to tap it. It was going to go over the baseline, then had to tap it out on that sideline. So now 8:54 left to go. Chance to cut this lead to a 2-point game here with the bucket. 1 point with a 3. Inbound to Shirley. Wales trying to get something set up. Neal has it where it wants it now. Now they clear out. Shirley drives. Can't get that to go. Bygate pulls it down there. And coming the other way is Duran in a hurry. Duran to Moore. Moore on the drive. Kicks out to Shepard. Shepard on the take. Gets it to Moore. Ward out on Moore now. Done a good job on her. Bygate inside, and she gets that hook to go. That's too easy for her. The Blue Hawks, when they want early offense, they want it just to get in there and get that early post offense. They just want Bygate posted up early before Wales can get set up and get their rotations to come help on her. But coming the other way in a hurry was Ward, and she was fouled as she went up. So now she gets to go to the line. She, of course, has 6 of these 11 points for the Wildcats. Started off scoring the first 6 as Weber gets ready, set to come back into the game. Ward, nothing but net on that one. So Weber comes in for Shirley. Shirley had just started to get a little more aggressive there. I think we really want to see that from her in the second half. Sometimes she was picking up her dribble at the three-point line with no necessarily one to pass it to. Ward comes in and knocks down nothing but net. Now a little full court pressure here shown by the Blue Hawks. Niggle gets it. Weber all over her. Now she's going to get it to Shepard. Shepard to Ward. Gets it to Bygate. Bygate, a beautiful pass up there, and they break that press with ease. Courtney gets it into Weber. Coming in the other way. And when you have a post player who's that big, who can play that way, you have a timeout from the Blue Hawks, which you can't do. The official stopped play for her to tie her shoe, told her she couldn't stop play for her to tie her shoe, and did not give a timeout, as Manatu going to come in while Moore ties her shoe. Neal on the crossover, tried to get it to Courtney, just throws that one away. So that's twice now. Neal's tried to find Courtney inside, but it's just a little out of sync there. Maybe trying to force something that's not necessarily there. I think she maybe could have turned back middle and gotten her own shot, as they are not helping off right now on these guards. Now, up top to Shepard, almost picked off by Weber. Gets it over there, Durant from deep, and she knocks that down, nothing but net. Now a 9-point advantage, 7:25 left to go. It was a 10-point advantage in the first half last time, before Wales really exploded to tie it up at halftime. See if they can do that again today. This, of course, these teams did play yesterday. As Courtney gets that one, can't get that to go over Bygate. I think that Neal was just a little too unselfish on that one. I think she should have just taken that up for the free layup. Now Daigle with it. Tries to shoot. Nope. Gets it off to Bygate. 3 seconds in the lane. I think they got Daigle on that one. And the subs coming back in as Moore comes back in. And now also seeing her first action is Jalen Klautzer. Neal now gets the ball. 6:50 left to go. Bringing the ball up, down 9. Gets it off to Weber. Weber on the drive. And can't get the lefty layup to go. Just blew by her player, but then couldn't get the free lefty layup to go. And the ball now swung over here to Manatu. Moore on the drive. Good job being cut off there. Good help defense by Neal. Now back to Moore. She's cut off once again, and they're going to call a foul on Weber, I believe. That's just the third team foul here on the home Wildcats. Thank you once again for joining us here at the Wildcat Center. I am Kyle Poland here bringing you this game live here on Ustream. As now we do have Nadeu coming in, and they will take out Manatu. As Manatu, she's looked a little uncomfortable in this game. And she doesn't quite have the size to do something, but really struggling with the speed of these guards from the Wildcats. 6:20 left to go. 9-point game. Good pressure by Weber up top. Gets it out to Moore. Now to Shepard. And there, Duran going to take that one. Airballs that. Good hustle, but saves it right into Ward. Wildcats coming the other way in a hurry. Weber thought about the 3. Can't get that, and then gets stuck underneath. Thought that Ward was going to be there, but they repay it by just turning it right back over, as Nadeu got really stuck in the air on that one. 9-point advantage here for the Hawks. 5:52 left to go. We always talk about good teams closing halves, so these last 5 minutes going to be very key, as Neal gets it, picks up her dribble, now gets it off to Ward. Ward, beautiful pass off to Courtney, and she'll get the free bucket inside. Good job by Ward. She waited till the last moment, made a nice, easy pass that wasn't going to get picked off by the length of this team, and cuts that down to a 7-point game. First 2 points of the game for Courtney. Shepard now trying to look inside. Hines Klotzer, good pass by Klotzer out to Moore. She misses the easy layup inside. Now gets it out, and they are going to get the foul. They say Nadeu was fouled. They say Ward got her from behind. Not a lot of protest from Ward. A little bit of a late call, but looks like the correct call from the players' reaction on that one. Of course, Nadeu, huge off the bench yesterday with her 12 points. She knocks that one down. Nothing but net. Very fluid motion there. 8-point game, 23-15. Courtney Shirley coming in. Weber going out. Weber, of course, playing good defense. Has struggled, though, to really get her offense going, to find the right level of aggressiveness, trying to go in out of control sometimes, and sometimes maybe not seeing some lanes that are there inside. Neal, she'll pull up for the runner in the lane and gets that to go. That may be the solution. Just a little jump stop before you get in too deep. Can still knock it down and still have a little 5-foot runner if you would like that. Neal makes it look easy. Into Bygate. Bygate kicks out to Jelly. Jelly now over to Nadeu. Over to Moore. Into Bygate. Bygate gets her shot blocked. Great defense by Courtney. Standing tall on that one. And then the pass thrown away by Shirley as she was trying to find Neal. And then a pick by Moore picks off Ward. They have numbers. Shepard uncovered. She'll take the jumper. Can't get that to go. Shirley gets it. Now coming the other way are the Wildcats. Shirley lost control of that one. Now gets it. Picks it up. Starts dribbling the other way. 4:15 left to go. 7-point game. Haven't been able to cut into that. Neal on the drive. And she is fouled inside by Shepard. Shepard there swinging through, I think is what got her the foul. She did a good job staying in front. But then swung through pretty hard. And the officials are often going to call that. So Neal now at the line. Neal done a great job playing after she picked up those 2 early fouls. Has not picked up her 3rd here in this half. 4:11 left to go. Neal off the front rim on that one, though, leaving some free points out there. As Cabello comes in for more, and Ward goes out, and Kernine comes in. Now, Neal at the line. Puts that in nothing but net. So a 6-point game now. 4:11 left to go. Jelly bringing it up. Calls out the play. On the dribble now. They just want to get it right inside, and they do that right to Bygate. She loses control. Has to kick that out. Good job by Courtney standing tall in there. Bygate now gets it high post. She gets to the corner. Shepard going to take the 3, airballs it, and they're going to call over the back there. Good job boxing out by Neal, and Cabello had to come over to get it away from her. Picks up the foul. That is now the 5th team foul for the Blue Hawks, compared to 4 for the Wildcats. Pretty even in that regard. 3:45 left to go. Shirley bringing the ball up, trying to cut this down to a 4-point game. Shirley on the drive. She gets cut off. Now hands off to Neal. Neal to Shirley. Shirley crosses over. Gets inside on the smaller Jelly. Out to Kernine. Kernine for 3. Can't get that to go. And that is going to stay here. Good job. Good hustle inside. Courtney looked like she had position. Was being tapped around, and Durkin came in there. Making sure that the Blue Hawks really have to work for these rebounds. Shirley inbounding near side to Neal. Neal up top to Kernine. Kernine to Shirley. Shirley to Kernine. Kernine gets cut off. Great defense there by the post player, Bygate. Shirley inside on the hook, and she is fouled by Jelly. And I think Shirley can really take advantage of her size on these guards. They can almost use her as a post player. She just drives in, spins back. Once she gets them on her hip, these guards, Jelly and Duran, neither one big enough to get back around on her. Shirley will take her 2nd trip to the line. Steps up, and that one is in and out. 6-point advantage still. Now trying to knock this one down, make it a 5-point game. Will, the senior, the junior guard out of Arizona. And she knocks that one down. Nothing but net. 5-point game. 3:08 left to go. Jelly calling out the play. Cabello and Bygate go. Switching sides. Now they're going to get Shepard coming off a double screen. Trying to post up Bygate inside. And Neal doing a good job fronting her. Got her outside. The three on the kick out. Can't get that to go. Courtney does a good job. And Shepard gets away with a foul inside there. And that is huge. As Courtney did it exactly right. Was trying to outlet to Neal. And got smacked on the wrist by Shepard. No call by the officials on that one. And now Bygate has to kick it out. Shepard looking for Cabello. Can't get it to her. Now up to Jelly. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Shirley on her. She's going to get the screen from Bygate. Rejects it. Now kicks to the corner. Shepard for three. Can't get that to go. And now kicks it. Jelly wide open for three. Second chance points. Can't get that to go. And Shepard taps that one out. Now 2 minutes left to go. We are on our fourth opportunity, now for the Blue Hawks. Shepard gets it, has Shirley on her up top there. We're going to let this shot clock run down. Going to run an isolation. Cabello sets the screen. Gets switched. Neal onto her. Shepard can't get that to go. And now coming the other way is Durkin in transition. Durkin off to Shirley. Shirley open for three. Nothing but net. Huge three there. And Shirley now has 6 points in the game. A 30-second timeout now by the head coach, Caleb Harrison of the Blue Hawks. So 1:31 left to go now, a 2-point game. Exactly what we saw last time. A little bit lower scoring than the last game as it was tied at 34 at the half. But this team down 9 battled their way back in. And I think they've really found something with Shirley, a point guard. She's using her size to really be a problem for these smaller guards for the Blue Hawks, and they are really fighting inside, using up a lot of energy, but making sure that when Bygate gets it, she does not have a foot in the paint, because if she has a foot in that paint, it is just about all over for these Wildcats inside. Now Tamika Manning going to come in as Samantha Neal will take a seat with 1:31 left to go. Don't want her picking up her third right before the half. Duran also back in now for the Blue Hawks. Got to watch her. She has range, as we saw that three from very deep earlier in the half. Jelly almost throws that one away, trying to find Nadeau. And there, Manning coming over, almost picked that one off as she went to Jelly, but knocked it out of bounds. 14 on the shot clock. Minute 14 left to go in this game. Really stepping up the intensity here are the Wildcats. Into Nadeau. Nadeau out of Duran. Duran with Shirley on her. Tried to get that. Can't get it to go. Now into Bygate. Bygate once again no foot in the lane. And a beautiful drive there by Moore. She cut through 3 defenders. Big bucket with the shot clock running down. Puts them back up 4. Now off the screen. Gets it off to Kernine. Kernine to Shirley. And Shirley lost her footing. Looks like she just couldn't come to that ball the way that she wanted to. Not the best pass from Kernine, but Shirley would have kept that in bounds, but she lost her footing a little bit. So now Duran loses her footing, and coming the other way, no one to stop her. She gets it off to Shirley. Shirley with the lefty layup, up and in. And so a great job off the bench. Shirley now scored the last 6 points here for the Wildcats, drawing them back within 2. Shot clock is off. Looks like the Blue Hawks do want to take this last shot. Duran passes it off to Jelly. Manning right up into her. Now Nadeau has it. Dribble handoff to Duran. 10 seconds left to go. We'll see what they want to do here. Duran looks like they're going to try to set the double screen. Get it into Bygate. Bygate kicks out right there to Nadeau. And that one in and out at the buzzer. 26-24. Blue Hawks in the lead as the Johnson and Wales fought back from a 9-point deficit to get it down to 2 here at the half, 26-24 at the half. We will take a quick break. We will come back, get you the first half stats as well as a look ahead here to the second half. Thank you so much. You are watching Johnson & Wales women's basketball right here on Ustream.
Winner takes all Draft pick.
The end of this string.
I'm telling you, if I was anyone who was, if I was a 6 seed, I would want to go there.
Okay.
I would definitely want to go there. I'm going to be the 6th and 5.
That's true.
I was going to make some balls. I was watching, you know, through like the first quarter before I had to come down here. They've gone like 4 straight 3-and-outs. Like they got one first down the whole game.
That's terrible.
It's sad. It's not good. I mean,
On your
it's
mark.
good, but not that good.
Yeah, they're not.
Get set.
I mean, they're good
Go.
once you get ahead.
Yeah,
But
once you
Doonerville
get ahead.
and Montana just
Doonerville
call-
lost cover.
just call it the just call it. But
Especially the Ravens. They have so many weapons on offense. They have Ray Rice. They have
5, 4,
Corey
3, 2, 1.
it should be a lot better.
And who do we have? We have Missy with a free platter of Jimmy John's for her and her friends.
Jim Caldwell.
Thank you all for participating.
Cold since all Peyton. When he was hurt, he was sitting on the sideline.
It's stupid. Someone's doing rehab with Richardson on the fantasy team. He only has 28 yards.
It's like when they won last week against the Chiefs and they had like 48 yards. He's still good for them to beat, but no. She's putting up 100 yards every week. That's what I was saying.
Whedon's not too bad. He's so off and on as a quarterback. It's pretty good.
Situation they got me facing. I can never know. I was raised by the shit. So
All right, we are back here at the Wildcat Center as it has been another great first half between these two teams. Last time they were all tied at 34 at halftime. This time a 2-point advantage for the visiting Dickinson State Blue Hawks here over Johnson & Wales Wildcats, 26-24. Getting into some of these team stats, field goal percentages identical. Both teams shooting 36% from the field. Dickinson State, surprisingly, 2 of 10 taking three-pointers, 20%, 1 of 5 for three-pointers for Johnson & Wales. Usually Johnson & Wales, they attempt 33s per game, shooting 30% on those. So surprised to see that number so low. Will be interesting to see if they can get that number up. Free throws, 100% from the line from Dickinson, 4 of 4. 5 of 8 for Johnson & Wales, leaving 3 points on the line, shooting at 63%. 3 offensive rebounds for Dickinson State compared to 0 for Johnson & Wales. 14 defensive rebounds compared to 13. 17 to 13, so plus 4 there. Not terrible as it could be. 7 assists for Dickinson State compared to just 4 for the Wildcats. And of course, the foul story, 6 fouls to 4. The only real player in foul trouble, Neal, and she got those 2 early and kept herself from getting any more. Very smart player for sure. Both teams with 7 turnovers, something you want to see in the Wildcats' favor to keep them in this game. Leading scorer for Johnson & Wales, 8 points for Kristen Ward in 13 minutes. Then Courtney Shirley, we talked about bench production. She had 7 points in 11 minutes to go along with 2 rebounds. Her physicality at point guard really bothered the Blue Hawks guards. For the Blue Hawks, their leading scorer, also 8 points. Jess Bygate had those points. Next for them was Lorna Shepard with 5. So both teams very even and very defensive-minded. Of course, whenever you have these double headers with these teams playing each other the day before, both teams very familiar with the offense, very familiar with what players want to do. Not at all surprising to see this game a little bit more low scoring, with both teams kind of knowing what the other team wants to do and taking it away. We're about 20 seconds away from tip-off here in this second half. Thank you so much for joining us. Once again, Kyle Pullen here on Ustream. We want to thank Jimmy John's, one of the sponsors. Jimmy John's freaky, fast delivery. Call them up, 303-339-3880. Get yourself a sub. Also, want to welcome those of you who have been watching the Broncos just mop up on the Ravens, 34-10. Thank you for supporting Johnson Wales basketball while you support your Broncos. Will be Wildcat ball. So I was second half, Shirley getting the start over Weber. She gets the inbounds. Not uncommon to see her start second half. We saw it against Colorado College as well after she had a big first half. She'll get it over. Wide open 3-0 but net. Wildcats have their first lead since 2-0 in the first half. Durkin has her first 3 of the game. Now 5 points in the game for her. Man-to-man here for Wales. Moore gets it up top to Jelly. She has Neal on her. Inside. Now to Bygate. Bygate gets it off to Duran. Duran on the drive. Can't get that to go. Courtney pulls down the rebound. She's going to get it off to Shirley. Shirley pushing it up to Durkin. Durkin into the corner to Ward. Ward now across the lane to Neal. Neal now dribbling up top. Want to get their spacing right. Off to Ward. Ward going inside. Now off and there. Durkin looked like she may have been shoved a little bit. No call on that one. Still 27-26. 18:55 left to go. Duran off to Jelly. Jelly now into Bygate. Bygate has good position. Looks like she wants to work. Tried to go to Moore. Deflected out by Durkin. Good job by her. Moore now looks like she wants to go. She's cut off once again by Durkin. Good job there. Shepard has it. 5 on the shot clock. Looking to go to work on Ward. She's cut off. Neal gets the steal. Good job using her hands down. She has Ward on the side if she wants it. Gets out to Shirley. Shirley to Durkin. Durkin for 3. Nothing but net. 2 quick threes for Durkin. She was 6 of 7 last game. Missed her first one this game, but has hit the first 2 coming out here. 4-point advantage and a 30-second Do your job timeout here coming from the Dickinson State head coach Caleb Harrison as he wants to talk to his team as not happy with the execution he's seen in the half court. And if you give them turnovers, they are coming the other way in a hurry. So make sure that you are really up against it and executing down there, getting it into Bygate, because coming the other way, they have lost track of the one player you don't want to lose track of in Durkin. Of course, Durkin lit them up for 26 yesterday, and she is coming out now, has 8 in this game right now, but 6 early here in this second half. 18-14 left to go. 4-point advantage here for the Wildcats, looking to split this weekend doubleheader versus the Blue Hawks. Now Duran has it. Up top to Jelly. Jelly over to Nadu. Nadu to Duran. Up top to Jelly. Jelly on the drive. Lane opens up. She's going to be long on that. But there, Bygate gets the rebound out to Duran for 3. In and out on that. Courtney trying to fight off 2. And she cannot. Bygate just taps it over to Moore. And Moore gets the easy bucket, 30-28. Shirley now out to Courtney. Now Shirley lost that. It was off of her leg. And you see the junior guard from Arizona. She says, that's my bad. Knows she has to do better with that one. 32-28, still 2-point advantage. 17:36 left to go. Officials trying to get something figured out down there with the shot clock. Maybe with the game clock. Yeah, looks like they are running some time down. Looks like it should, they're going to say 17. What they're going to say is anyone's guess. It's a 17, 20, 19, 18, as the half is disappearing rapidly. And it is down as Neil having a laugh about this over on the sideline. Coach Neil for the Wildcats, of course, in his second season, coming back to coach the Wildcats, had coached them previously. And they are now saying, now they're getting the coaches involved. Want to know what it's going to be. They have it at 16:58, and explaining to the coaches what they are doing here. As Dickinson State going to huddle up. Wildcats as well, talking a little bit about what they want to do here. And they have it figured out. Nope, they put it back up to 17:36. So all of that running it off was for nothing. So 30-28, not sure what they were doing there, but they've got it all squared away now. And Duran bringing it up, crossing the timeline. And now they'll get it into Bygate. Bygate deep, had that foot in the lane, but she's going to have to kick it out to Moore. Good job by Courtney, playing strong on her. Duran up top. Now to Bygate. Bygate tried to do a powerful dribble inside, but Courtney cut her off, did a great job. Now Moore on the left. She gets that one to go. Just a great drive there by Moore. Second time she's done that against the shot clock. But Ward coming the other way into the corner. Neal open for 3 from that corner. Can't get that to go. Bygate pulls it out, rims in and out. That would have been a big 3 there. Now we're all tied up at 30. 16:45 left to go. Nadu with it up top, over to Jelly. Jelly into Bygate. Bygate opens up, not looking to be as aggressive here offensively. And Moore for 3, can't get that to go. Moore feeling a little good about herself on that one. And coming the other way is Durkin. Durkin picks up her dribble, now gets it off to Neal. Neal goes right by Bygate, gets the bucket and the foul. 32-30 now, chance to push this lead to 3 as Neal bumps by Bygate. And that will be the first team foul on the Blue Hawks this half. Bygate picking up the foul. Now Shepard wanting to come in, and she will get Jelly. So Shepard coming in. Shepard a little bit more of a offensive presence than Jelly. Neal at the line, trying to complete 3-point play. Off on that. Shirley down with it, and Duran able to get it now. A little bit of numbers coming the other way. and the off, and then Shepard comes over the back of Durkin. So good job boxing out there, and good job by Courtney really contesting that and making sure she stayed right in front of her. As you saw Nadu just try to get her a little off balance and moving, but Courtney just stayed right on the basket and used her length to really bother that shot. Picks up her dribble, Neal inside, gets it off to Durkin, and she was fouled in there. So it is going to be a second team foul. Get this on the near side baseline. 16:06 left to go, 32-30. Wildcats in the lead. Shirley now gets it to Neal. Neal for three. Can't get that to go. Shepard pulls that down, almost gets it taken away by Neal. Neal saw that Shepard had that a little bit on autopilot, just wanted to get it up to Duran, and she just stepped right in front, tipped it out of bounds, prevented any easy fast break buckets from going, makes them set it up, gives them time to set up their defense. Now Nadu looking for Bygate in the post. She'll get it in there to her. She'll kick it cross court. Duran thought about the three, gets inside. Can't get that to go. Ward pulls down the rebound. Up to Shirley. Shirley going to be cut off. Swings across court. Quick three. And trying to draw the foul was Durkin. No dice from the officials. As Nadu tried to go into Bygate. Couldn't get that to go. And there it hit on the line. And they are going to say that Moore was out. So coming the other way will be Wildcat ball.
Substitutions, Blue Hawks.
So now the Blue Hawks going to go to their bench as they have Manatu coming back in along with Daigle. Daigle going to take out Nadu. And now they're going to also get up with Cabello. Cabello giving Bygate a rest. So making sure they have at least one big post presence in there, and they're going to go, that's going to get Wisroth up as they want to make sure that they're getting Alex Courtney rest. As a beautiful drive by Shirley. Now 9 points off the bench for her. 34-30, back to a 4-point advantage for the Wildcats. As I was saying, though, they want to make sure they get Courtney rest while Bygate rests as well. So now Shepard gets it off to Daigle. Daigle finds a wide open Moore, and Moore drives that up and in. No problems. Ward, though, coming the other way. She goes up. A blocking foul called on Moore, so Ward gets to go up now to the line for 2 free throws. She had 8 leading scorer in the first half. Trying to go into double digits is Ward. 14:47 left to go here. 2-point advantage. You see Tamika Manning getting up as well. She's going to come in with Wisroth here. And she knocks that one down, nothing but net. And now you see a little bit of mind games now. Bygate comes in, so they're going to go very big with Bygate and with Cabello. Moore getting a little bit of a rest. Surprised to see that because Moore was really starting to get it going. As now Ward, she'll knock that one down. Nothing but net. As Moore does have 2 fouls now. Something to keep an eye on for her. A little bit of full court pressure now. And they will almost get the turnover. Daigle has it. Now off to Duran. No way they're going to get this over in 10. Oh no, 10-second, pardon me, no 10-second here in the women's basketball at the lower ranks. Gets it inside, and Cabello gets that. Pardon me, I forgot that in the Division II and lower here with this NAI, there is no 10-second violation for not getting it over half court. So they get it up there, and Cabello now at the line. And she is short on that one, so keeps it at a 4-point advantage. Shepard goes out, and Manatu comes in. Cabello on that one, nothing but net. Ball comes into Manning. Wildcats looking to push it. Over to Neal. Neal looking to drive. She's going to kick it out. Manning in the corner. Manning thought about the 3. Goes right by. Kicks out to Neal. Neal for the open 3. Can't get that to go. Wisroth almost had the offensive rebound. Couldn't get that though. Now Durant coming the other way in a hurry. Bygate goes up. She'll miss that. Wisroff can't control, and it will stay here as Neal might have gotten away with a foul as she went up to contest Bygate, and Bygate missed it, but I think maybe due to some contact from Neal. As now Jelly going to come in, and Duran gets a break. 14 minutes left to go. 3-point advantage here for the Wildcats at home. Wildcat Center, thank you so much for joining us here on Ustream. Inbound comes in wide open, and she airballs that, does Daigle. Kareem pulls down the rebound over to Manning. Now Courtney getting ready to get back up along with Ward. Manning goes off of Jelly's foot. She'll corral it, gets it to Kernine. Kernine to Neal in the corner. Neal now gets it inside, and fouled going up was Caitlin Durkin. She will get to go to the line as they're going to call Deagle on that with the push from behind, pushing her into the block, they say. Getting her down low, as up top it certainly was all ball on that runner. Durkin at the line. And she'll knock that one down, nothing but net. 37-34. Wildcats lead back up to 4 as now Courtney comes back in, and that will get more to come back on for, Jenna Cabello. So you see now kind of the chess match that's being played when they put Courtney back in. They don't want to go through in the post as much. Real testament to the kind of game that Courtney's played defensively. Really going to be an unsung hero when you look at the stat line today. Moore now has it. Durkin on her. Gets it up to Daigle. Now swung into the corner. That's Manatu. And she puts up the 3-0 but net. So now lead cut down to 1. 13-10 in Buckley Seabells. This one looks like it's going to go all the way down once again. And Jelly putting hands all over Tamika Manning as she drove in. So already 5 team fouls on the Blue Hawks. Now, that's 6. So the rest of the way it will be 1-1. Got to be very aggressive if you are the Wildcats here, trying to get some free throws. As Ward's going to go in and give Durkin a quick break, I am sure. As Neal has it up top. Off to Ward. Ward into Kernine. Kernine now kicks out to Ward. Ward goes up. Can't get that to go. Trying to go strong up with that one. But a little bit out of control. As Manatu now gets it up top to Jelly. Jelly with Kernine all over her. Loses control for a moment and then throws it away. Great pressure by Kernine and Manning up top, forcing that turnover as we now have Weber coming in, and Kernine goes out. So Kernine doing her job on that one, really coming in there playing great defense. And Manning now into the corner to Weber. Weber with it on the dribble. She'll go right by and gets her shot blocked by Daigle. Daigle just too big. Weber's really going to have to beat her if she wants to get anything done. As now, Jelly, a timeout from Coach Caleb Harrison. He did not like what he saw as these guards, they're doing a great job, and that's really a form of post defense, trying to help Alex Courtney out inside, as that is going to be a full timeout. But the Wildcats, early on when they were really struggling, they were letting them really go inside and look for a few seconds for free for their post players. Now they're really pressuring them up top and making sure that they have no time to look around and see what's going on inside and get it right into wherever they want it to the post player when she has good position. So a great combination. Courtney really fighting inside, and I have to give her a lot of credit, but also have to give these guards a lot of credit for making sure that they cannot get those good looks inside, and also very aggressive on offense, something you like to see, as they will, as I said, be shooting the bonus rest of the way. 12-16 left to go in this game. 1 point advantage for the Wildcats. Looks like this one is going to go down to the wire, just like last game, where, of course, Durkin had a three-pointer just rattle out at the buzzer that could have tied the game and sent us into overtime. So it'll be interesting to see how these teams approach the last half of this second half now. Duran with Weber on her. And Weber catches back up. Cuts her off. Now they're setting up that offense. They're looking for Bygate over the top. Bygate gets it. Can't finish that. And good job by Moore getting that. That was a very set-up play. And they're going to call, I believe, Manning on the hand check. A little bit of a tic-tac call, but of course, want to really make sure that they have this game under control with the intensity both these teams are playing with. Jelly now going to come in for Manitou. Ball coming in out of bounds. They'll get it to Jelly up top. Set up that offense. And there they have it in deep. But she kind of pushed herself out almost on the dribble. And there's another turnover. Manning has it. Daigle takes it back. And then we have a foul on Manning inside. So Manning picks up 2 quick fouls now. 3 team fouls on the Wildcats. So Dickinson State had given them a gift, and the Wildcats gave it right back there. Stagel trying to get back, just got right behind her. As now Moore gets it right into Bygate. Bygate gets it out to Duran. Gets it into Bygate. Bygate now to Moore. Moore lets it go. Daigle has it. 20 on the shot clock. Daigle on the drive. And an illegal screen on Bygate as she came up the lane and just decked Ward. So a 1-point game right now, 37-36. Manning goes off. Shirley comes on. Also, Durkin comes back on. Weber takes a seat. Tough game out there for Weber thus far. But I know she is always going to show some good hustle out there. And you do see some early action for Jalen Cloutzer in this game as Bygate goes and takes a seat over there. So Shirley now on the drive, looking to be aggressive. Picks up her dribble. She tried to force the shot, thought she had position, was going to get the foul called. No such luck as Duran has it. Duran. Then, they're going to call the foul, and that is a bad call for sure, as they had the double team going, and the official calls Shirley on that one. A bad call for sure. They had the trap on Duran, and were just going to get the jump ball, but foul calls comes in before. Jelly gets it off to Duran. Duran with Shirley all over her. Now gets it inside, off to Moore. Moore fouled by Neal, and Neal picks up her third. You could see Moore was about to rightly be outraged as the whistle came a little late there. So 15 foul all of a sudden really evened up, was 6-1 at one point, and now 5-7 with the team fouls. Wildcats having 5 team fouls, 7 on the visiting Blue Hawks. Moore at the line. First one is off to the left side of the rim, and no good. 1-point game now. 10:53 left to go here in this second half. Moore knocks that one down another minute. Sub coming in, Wisroth coming in, Courtney going out. And I think a smart move there is I think Alex Courtney was just getting a little tired, wasn't fighting that position as hard as maybe she could have at that point. And now dribble handoff to Neal. Neal off to Shirley. Shirley thought about the 3. Now working on Duran. Off to Wisroth. Now into that corner to Durkin. Durkin to Shirley. 7 on the shot clock. Shirley just tried to put that right by the feet of Wisroth. Never where you want to get it to your big guy inside, as they do not like going down there, picking it up around their ankles. So now we have a 37-37 game, and 10:20 left to go here. We will see what transpires over this second half of this second half, trying to see who can get the advantage. Durkin gets it off to Moore. On the bounce. Now they get it inside. Good post pass, but can't get that to go. And Durkin there for the rebound. Durkin coming the other way in a hurry. Tried to get it to Shirley. Deflected, though. And coming the other way now. out of control a little bit, but the offensive rebound over Neal, and that is a big rebound by Cloutzer. They get it up to Ward. Ward back to Neal. Neal goes up, can't finish that, and Jelly has it. Jelly now off to Moore, back to Jelly, and they're going to bring it up, calm things down. 9:30 left to go. Duran with it. Crosses midcourt. Shirley on her. Gets it off to Moore. Moore trying to go to work on Neal, and she traveled inside, dragging her pivot foot. Thought she was going to maybe beat her worse and be able to spin back for the points, but could not get that done at all. As now Dwayne Daigle will come in. Moore goes out. Jelly also going out as Lazina Manitou comes in. Alex Courtney goes in. Withroth goes out. So Courtney playing a lot this game here for the Wildcats, doing a great job holding down the middle. Shirley with it, trying to go to work, goes back door to Durkin. Durkin with the layup. Good communication there from the two guards. Nice backdoor cut, and Shirley doing a great job hitting her. All knotted up at 39 as 8:55 left to go. Duran on the pass. We have 3 seconds inside on Cloutzer as she was just posting up in there, and she's going to come take a seat. Bygate coming into the game for the Blue Gates, for the Blue Hawks, pardon me. That's the importance of Bygate to this team, not quite in their name though. As Shirley trying to get inside, gets it off to and we have a blocking foul on the baseline by Nadeau, and she cannot believe that call. Now 1-1, Ward getting to go to the line. So right now, Kristen Ward already having 10 points, trying to go to the line to add to that total. First one is short, leaving some points there, and Duran now has it. Ward trying to get back and get in front. Does a good job cutting her off with the help of Courtney. Now Daigle coming in. Courtney stepped out on her, and now a blatant travel and an elbow thrown by the big Bygate inside. Duran then airballs a three, and Ward knocks that out of bounds. But Bygate got away with a murder inside on that one with Durkin trying to box out the much bigger player. Ball comes in. There goes the three, in and out, and Kristen Ward pulls down the big rebound. A bit of a quick trigger there from Nadeau, as now the drive comes in from Durkin. She couldn't get that to go. Coming the other way is Bygate in a hurry, and Shirley knocks that away. 23 seconds on the shot clock, 7:58 left to go in this game. Still all knotted up at 39. Both teams really fighting hard at this point. Coaches tightening up their rotation. So usually you see more players from Coach Neal, but really tightening it up here. Nadeau gets it into Bygate. Bygate doesn't want any part of that. She's going to knock that out. Now over to Duran. Back to that corner. She made one from there earlier. Couldn't get that to go, and Courtney had to come up with that one, but let it go by her, and Bygate gets it. Now out to Duran. Reset the shot clock. 20 seconds left to go on that shot clock. Now down to 15. Daigle over to Duran. Now into Bygate. Shirley inside, and they're going to call the jump ball inside. Going to stay here. 11 seconds on the shot clock. 7:27 left to go. Kernine now going to come in and get Durkin. Surprised to see that. Durkin playing a great second half here. But just a quick rest for her as Daigle goes out and Moore comes in. Moore been deadly here at the end of the shot clock. And there Bygate goes in and airballs that. Great play. She had it, but Courtney closed in quickly. Now Kernine wide open for three. Gets that to go. 42-39. And a full timeout from Coach Neal, as I think he just called that one just to get his players some rest. He's been going with so much of a shorter rotation out there with his team, so wants to make sure that he is getting them some rest. 7:14 left to go. 3-point game. Huge three there from Kernine. We talked about the bench points, and Johnson and Wales, their bench has certainly responded. Courtney Shirley has 9. Now that is 3 off of the bench for Kernine. So 12 already compared to the 7 that they had yesterday, the entire game. Really a good performance from the bench there, and they've needed it as a hard-fought game right now. Low scoring, 42-39 whenever these teams played yesterday. So whenever you see that, you know the other team's really going to know where you like the ball, what you want to do, and all those baskets that were a little easier the day before are going to come a lot tougher today, and we have seen that for sure. A hard-fought game here between Dickinson State and Johnson and Wales. Johnson and Wales overall 5-10, and Dickinson State 4-8 record overall. Now, inbounding the ball, they'll come out in a little bit of a press. Manitou has it on the baseline. Ward pressuring her with that length. They're going to get that right into Nadeau, off to Manitou, and now they're coming with numbers. And that one, they're going to say she is going up on the foul, and Courtney reached in and not sure she needed to, as Manitou was a little out of control. Looked like she was going to come in for the free layup, but I think she got herself going a little too fast, and she now at the line for 2, though. She'll knock that one down. Makes it a 2-point game, 7:07 left to go, and this press not necessarily getting done what they've wanted it to get done. Is that now that's 2-point times they've given up some easy buckets. Offensive rebound off that missed layup, or off missed free throw, pardon me. Duran now gets it out to Manitou. Second chance points into Baigay. Baigay, as Ward tried to go for the steal, ties it up 42-42. We're back to a tie game, 6:45 left to go. Shirley crossing over. She'll go right by and go in. Now she's in double figures. 11 points for her off the bench, as she did a great job just going right by Manitou inside and taking her time inside. Manitou out to Moore. Now to Durkin. Durkin now putting it up top to Nadeau. Manitou up top to Moore. Into Bygate. Shirley doubling down on her. They'll kick that out. Manitou knocks down the 3. Huge in-and-out basketball. And Shirley coming the other way. Down 1 now, 45-44. She'll hand off to Kernine. Kernine to Ward. Ward trying to get inside on Moore. Moore doing a good job cutting her off, but backdoor to Neal. Neal can't finish that one. Shortchanged it, worried about Bygate, I think. And Duran now coming up. She breaks the pressure, gets it off, and they'll get it into Bygate. Bygate gets her shot taken away as she was going up. 1-point game. And now we see Kaylin Durkin, the senior out of Littleton, Colorado, coming in, and Kristen Ward gets a quick break. Ward gone a little bit cold after her fast start with 6 quick points. That too, she'll knock down that too as she hits the floor. Puts them up 3, 47-44. 5:35 left to go now. Shirley with it for the Wildcats. Kernine now has it off. Now to, and a big 3 from the senior from Durkin as she comes off the bench cold and hits that 3, 47-47. Now 5:15 left to go. Now over to Natsu. She's kind of really started to come alive here down the stretch, becoming a big weapon. Bygate finds her. She's going to try to answer with the 3. That rims out. Kernine with the board. Coming the other way for the Wildcats. Got to look for Durkin. They find her. Durkin drives in, takes the runner, can't get that to go. And the rebound goes to the Wildcats. Coming the other way in a hurry. Manatu into Bygate. Courtney knocks that away, and that's got to be a foul. Yes, they are going to call that on Bygate. As she turned Courtney around, they were battling inside. And so now that is going to be Courtney going to the line. That is 1-1. And so I believe that should be 1-1. Nope, it is a just the possession. Not necessarily a terrible thing there. Courtney, not the greatest of foul shooters for this Johnson and Wales team, and the Wildcats have not been extremely proficient from the line, as now we see Shepard come on along with Cabello. So 4:40 left to go here. You see both coaches showing a lot of confidence in their bench with Kernine out there and Shirley. Shirley gets into the middle, now kicks it out. Neal has it. Neal coming in and gets the lefty to go. Great job switching hands in the air, getting it away from the shot blocker of Cabello. Up to now 49-47. This back and forth battle continues. Shepard up to Moore. Moore looking inside to Cabello. Can't get that. Now kicks it out to Durant. Now to Moore. Moore puts that up and gets that to go. As you saw, Durkin went for the steal. Couldn't get it to go. Kernine to Neal. Neal pulling the three. Knocks that down. Nothing but net. Durant played off of her, and now 5 quick points. Huge points for Neal. 52-49, 3:45 left to go as Durant crosses the timeline. Gets it over to Manatu. Manatu guarded by Neal. Neal turns her. Manatu tries to get it going up. Can't. Cabello loses it, and that is going to stay here. They say that the Wildcats deflected out of her hands. Think that is a good call. Ward comes on. So now we have all the starters plus Shirley in there for the Wildcats. Shirley instead of Weber, of course. And there, Ward deflects that, and Neal can't get it. Gets it off to Shepard into the corner now. Duran gets it back to Moore. Moore going up, goes over Courtney and one. So now she goes to the line with a chance to tie this game up. As you saw Ward come out just a little too hard on her closeout. Moore used that, went right by, and Courtney picks up her second personal foul. And now Bygate comes in after a quick rest, and you see Cabello go to the bench. Important to box out here on this one. Moore shoots it long on that, and we are going to get the lane violation on Courtney as she lost her balance trying to come in, stepped in, and that is the correct call. Moore gets another shot to try to tie this game up. Moore gets that one to go. 52-52. Shirley bringing it up, junior from Arizona. She'll spin in the lane. Now gets it off, and the runner does not go for Durkin. Good backdoor pass from Shirley. Durkin just could not finish on that one. Like to see her take her time on that one a little more. 52-52 Moore, pump fakes the three. Now gets it off to Jelly, into Bygate. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Durant pump fakes the three. She's cut off. Now to Moore, into Bygate. Bygate gets it out to Durant. Durant comes in on the reverse layup, gets that to go. 54-54. Courtney needed to cut her off on that. Now Neal outside. She'll get it off to Durkin. Durkin on the dribble. She'll get it off to Ward. Ward on the crossover. She can't finish. Moore comes down with the rebound. 2:25 left to go. Need a stop here if you are the Wildcats. Down two. Jelly gets it, wants to take their time, set things up. Durant off to Shepard. She has Ward on her, man on man. Now off to Durant, into Bygate. Bygate has some good position on Courtney. She's going to throw that over to Jelly. They try to get it to Moore, throw it away though. Coming the other way is Durkin in transition. Now off to Ward. Ward off to Neal. Neal for the corner three. Nothing but net. Neal, huge three. And you see a timeout from Coach Neal. A full timeout. Up 1:56 left to go. Neal has been huge. Now with 15 points, as she was very quiet in that first half. But all of the sudden, 3 threes and a runner have gotten her 11 quick points just when her team needed them most. She now leads her team with 15 points. Janae Moore with 16 on the other side, leading all scorers and the Blue Hawks. So coming down here, you got to think that they really want more getting it. When she's gotten it at the free throw line, she's been very dangerous there, using her size and speed to either drive by or go over the top of the defenders inside. You haven't seen Bygate want to be very aggressive inside since she had her a few quick early points. Lately, she's been looking to pass much rather than she has been, much more, pardon me, than she has been looking to score inside. See if that remains the same. Also have to watch the shooters out there in Duran and Shepard, both of them having a 3 this game. 1:56 left to go. See what the coach, Caleb Harrison, has drawn up for his team. 1:50 left to go as they cross the timeline. Duran picks up her dribble. Now she gets it off to Shepard. Shepard to Moore. They're going to have Ward on Moore. Ward had the most success. Now they switch her on to Shepard on the screen. She now has it up top. 10 seconds left to go. Not a lot of direction, and great defense there by the senior Caitlin Durkin as Moore got it at the free throw line, tried to go in, scooped that underneath, and Durkin blocks it out of bounds. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Got to get good defense here. They get it into Bygate. Bygate with 3 on the shot clock. Back to the basket. Shepard for 3. Nothing but net as the shot clock expires. Now a 57-55 lead, 2-point advantage. Neal, answer back. Yes, she does. Now we have a duel, 58-57, 18 for Samantha Neal. Neal having an amazing game, the senior out of Golden, Colorado. Ball goes over to Jelly. Jelly now to Moore. Moore drives on Ward, misses that one, and Courtney pulls down the rebound off to Durkin. Now you have 50 seconds left to go, up 1. Want to get a good shot here. They'll get it to Neal, and Neal's going to try to make sure they do that. Man-to-man defense here. She's going to wait outside. Now with 10 on the shot clock, she's going to look to start making her move. Gets it off to Shirley. Shirley now looking to drive. 5 on the shot clock. Shirley goes up. Shepard out of bounds though. And now with 3 on the shot clock, will they reset it? Shot clock does not reset with no possession. So 3 seconds on the shot clock. 27 seconds left in this game. Full timeout from the Blue Hawks as they want to talk this over, but surprised to see him take it there as now they've given Coach Neal really a chance to draw something up with that timeout. He is going to get a sub in this timeout, bringing Nadeau in, also bringing in Manitou, so bringing them in to check in, I believe. Coming out here, 27.9 seconds left to go. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Gotta figure that if you're the Wildcats, the way that Neal's been shooting, if you can get her loose off some screens, you would love to get her a shot on the move. Of course, Durkin as well, the other senior, really both of them have carried this team in the second half to this 1-point lead. And once again, it's come down to the wire. Yesterday, Durgan's 3 went out at the buzzer as they dropped that game 77-74, trying to not give them a shot here with a 1-point lead. Really almost wonder as well if you could see them just try to get up a quick shot on the rim and get Courtney there for the rebound. Maybe try to run a play like that where they get the ball back and force the foul. See what they do. They are setting up in the box formation out there. Neal away from the shooter. Looks like she is going to get the screen from Courtney. That's going to go up to Ward, and Ward is fouled. Silly foul up top, and she knows it. Manitou came off the bench, and she went for the steal. Really no need to. Ward was going to have to go up in the air to catch that. Wasn't even going to be facing the basket when she came down. Was going to have to force up a terrible shot, but instead she gets to go to the line. 2 shots as well as they're trying to figure out what they're going to do defensively. And she puts it up, nothing but net. Huge bucket there for Kristen Ward. Puts her up to 11 points in this game. 59-57, 26.5 left to go. Ward steps up for the second one. knocks that one down, nothing but net, and you are going to see a full timeout as Kernine subs in. Kernine, a great defender out there, so a good substitution for Coach Neal as he wants to make sure his team is completely set up. Only thing that could tie it now is a 3, but would not be surprised at all to see maybe them just go here, try to go for a quick 2 and foul. Certainly plenty of time left to go. Don't have to just settle and come down for 1-3 by any means whatsoever. Wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try to run it down, get a quick post into Bygate, and see if she can finish it in there, or get it to more free throw line right away and just let her drive. See if she can go in there, and if you get fouled, then you could tie it the easy way. If not, you come down, and though Johnson and Wales, they have missed a few free throws. They are 10 of 16 right now, 63% from the line, so potentially not a terrible strategy right there. It will be interesting to see how the head coach, Caleb Harrison, approaches it here for Dickinson State. Also interesting, Will Johnson and Wales put on some pressure as coach says, no, let's bring them back a little bit. We're not going to lose anything here, as now they have Shirley Ward. They have no size inside. They're taking all the guards, so he is clearly saying, if you want to take that 2, you can have it. They get it out, and now ball lost. This player hits the floor, and Neal has it. They've got to make her, she's got to get fouled. They're not going to foul her. She gets it off, and they are going to foul Durkin as they tried to set a double screen up top for Nadeau, but one of the screeners there hit the floor, and when she hit the floor, Nadeau lost her footing and fell down, losing the ball there. So now Durkin at the line, trying to ice this game away with 2 free throws, 5 seconds left to go in the game. Durkin knocks that one down, nothing but net. 15 points for Durkin in this game, as now Shepard comes in and Manitou hits the bench. So Durkin at the line, steps up and will knock that one down, nothing but net. Moore gets it in, Shepard picks it up, now all the way up. And a 3, good, but with .2 left, going to get a timeout. But really, game is over. With .2, you can't even catch the ball and put it up. So, I mean, I guess they could technically pick it off and throw it at the basket all in one motion. But if you're the Wildcats, really all you need to do is just throw it as deep as you can into a scrum of your players. And there's no way you're going to lose this game after the 3. But a good job by Dickinson State, fighting all the way till the end. These two teams very evenly matched, and a very fun way to watch it. Of course, this women's team back in action here on Tuesday will be a doubleheader. Men's and women's teams both in action that Tuesday, so make sure you join us here. We will be broadcasting both of those games, so make sure you catch all the Wildcat basketball action on this upcoming Tuesday. Ball coming in. Interested to see who they have. Neal looks like she's going to be the one who goes down. And they get Manning in there as well, another ball handler. But with .2 left, really all you got to do is just throw it in and get someone to touch it. As they're going to set the screen, get it into Durkin, and the game is over there. And so not necessarily pretty at the ending, but they will take it. So Johnson and Wales splits this weekend series. Both games coming down to the last possession, 62-60. Johnson and Wales gets the victory. They're led by their senior Samantha Neal, scores 18 points. Courtney Shirley has 11 off the bench, 16 for Caitlin Durkin, 12 for Kristen Ward. For the visiting Blue Hawks, 7 for Manitou, 4 for Nadeau, 8 for Duran, 8 for Shepard, 16 for Moore, 10 for Bygate, but she was really shut down after scoring some early points. 2 for Deagle and 2 for Klotzer. So a huge win here for the Wildcats. So we will see you on Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining us here. We will talk to you Tuesday.
Stop on there.